looks like I have to switch things up a little bit. Thankfully, I know what I need to do a little quick. I was like, oh, maybe let's do the whole what happens when you get yourself to 14 bells after in the Infinite Zero. Yeah, but apparently I can't do that because if I try to go for reward matches, yeah, Lita is going to be demanding me to go to Hotel Z right now, so I guess I'm not choice. Welcome back to Legends Arceus. Legends ZA. Last time we stopped on Floette. This time we're gonna see what she wants, but thankfully I know what she wants, and I've actually you see I have 226 of the 228 Pokemon I've seen. The only Pokemon that I have seen is Steelix and Zygarde not ready in its not registered, and there are two more Pokemon that I have yet to encounter. I know that Steelix can be encountered during what we're going to be doing today, so I'm not that worried. We meet again. I wanted to speak with you about AZ, but words fail me. How does one speak fittingly of such a man? It's tragic. After seeing so many others to their arrest, he was alone when his time came. Still, I'm glad for the conversations he and I had, however scant. Excuse me, but what did you talk to AZ about? About the agony of being unable to die. About his deeds, both good and heinous. Even though it was for the sake of peace, he did build on. Do you consider that a bad deed? Not necessarily. Though the havoc it wreaked on Lumiose is undeniable. The exact causity is unclear, but we can surmise that Ong's influence resulted in more Pokemon gathering throughout Lumiose, which led this city, built for humans, to become a place of harmony with these wild creatures. But now, we have separated Pokemon and humans into different areas once more. I wonder, is it right that we keep each other at arm's length with these holotech barriers? Perhaps we will find another way. I look forward to seeing what the people of this city choose. Right, so I have, of course, came here to tell you something. I'll get to it. After you and I spoke in Lysander Labs, more of my memory returned. And I recall the existence of two beings. The one that gives, and the one that takes. I wish that I could tell you more. I am sorry. For now, all I can remember are these epithets. But I have more to tell you. Zygarde has not shown itself since that eventful day. I imagine exhausted its power, and has now retreated somewhere to quietly recover. You understand what it means, do you not? There are none but you on whom I can rely. That being the situation, I will leave the rest up to you. Please, find the two I spoke of. We already know what he meant with that. What even was that? It's that like the guy was trying to win a cryptical man contest. He didn't even give you much to go on, did he? Perhaps you could learn more from people with connections to Team Flare. Got anyone in mind? Mabel at the Pokemon Research Lab and Grisham at Nouveau Cafe, I suppose. There you go, we'll be cheering for you. The one that gives and the one that takes. So, two tasks. And of course he's trying to say, oh, go search for Xerneas and Yveltal, as if they will be going here in this freaking city. So, director's office. Greedy little imbecile! Throwing even more budget at the wild zones because now they're hate to the tourists. You can't handle that without more funding. This idiot mayor is gonna be the death of me. Sure, things with Prison Tower have calmed down last, but that doesn't mean there are other threats to Lumiose. The signs are all there. Well, look, see who's here. The finest researcher in the entire Mabel stable. You must have something pretty annoying to ask me if you come all this way to my office, right? Well, Lysander did mention something. Here we go again. Even after years on the straight and narrow, I still can't escape my past. Alright. I guess I can avoid it forever, so I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you what I know. There's a pair of legendary Pokémon in Kalos region. The one that takes, otherwise known as Yveltal, and the one that gives, usually called Xerneas. I know quite a bit about the two since the Flare tried its hand at capturing them both. Listen, I'm about to share something important, so I need you to pay attention here, kid. We're getting some strange readings lately from the wild zones around town. If I have the positive theory, I'd say it's almost like the areas have been bathed in Xerneas' life energy. And in every wild zone where we've detected these readings, we've seen a certain kind of Pokemon appearing without fail. They're alpha Pokemon, but not the usual kind. Something's not right about them. These anomalous alphas have to be connected somehow to Xerneas, the one that gives. And if they aren't, I guess we still ought to take care of them. Alphas always spell danger. I'm sure you can tell where this is going, right? Your new research task is to catch or defeat the anomalous alphas in Wild Zone 3, 5, and 9. Now get to it. This actually does count to your research tasks. Yeah, I said it came up with a research task, and if you actually do check Maple's research to request, let me see, it's probably on the bottom right here. Let's go up. Yeah, I have so much stuff done. Yeah. Investigate anomalous alphas. Defeat the anomalous alphas that have been appeared in Alpha 3, 5, and 9. Or catch them. Either works. So I have not much stuff to do. So 3, 5, and 9. Okay. So 3, 5, and 9. So let's take a look. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, that's with that stuff. The inventory. Let's try first check. That's my goal. Yeah. Mission list. The one that gives is right now. I'm gonna put that one out. So right now we have the stuff like done. So 3. So what's one in 3? So let's see what one is 3. If it's Steelix, I'm catching the 3. I'm catching the 3 anomalous one, and the first one is this Steelix. I'm pretty sure they're always like in the center of the area, and we have the Steelix all right here. Level 70. Ah, yeah. They're also pretty strong. Okay, dig. He's gonna pop like coming after me. Yep, here it comes. Nope, not letting that happen. Here comes dig. Probably like coming after me. Nope, he went after you. Great. Give it. But he's almost done. Like, Gearing is almost done. Not like Gearing. Okay, at least it's a 4. Yeah. Okay. You're still not done, Steelix? God dang, the defense is super high. Nope, I failed to catch that. Darn it. Let me see if I can like soft reset for that, because that was a bad thing, because I don't think you save after that stuff. Because I don't think I have done that, because I need to catch that Steelix. See very much. Yes, it's still there. Okay, so okay, I want to catch the Steelix, so I'm gonna show you a little trick what you can do to catch the Pokemon. So I'm going to soften it up with Gyarados. He's after me. Okay, I feel that. Double edge, yeah, did not work because of the sonar. That's also not very effective. So if there's like a particular Pokemon you really want, you can save right here. Like, wait until you defeat them, save right there. And throw your Pokeball at it. If it's not been caught, you can... like this. You can reset the game again, like this. And go... luckily it is save the... it's really quickly to soft reset, since you don't go through like all kinds of stuff. You can press A like this. It'll only be fainted. Oh, I have a heavy ball. I could use that. But since you always get like one shot at it, I have a heavy ball, so I should like use that because Steelix is a heavy Pokemon. And I need the Steelix. I definitely need the Steelix, most definitely. Okay, it's still the same effect as like an Ultra Ball, but I need to catch those Steelix. I'm going to catch it. I will catch that damn thing. I have to catch the Steelix because that's the thing I need for my Pokédex. I need Steelix, Xerneas, Yveltal, and Zygarde. That's the 4 Pokemon here, and the Steelix can only appear here, and it only appear this once, so that's why I need it. And a ball! There we go! God! Next one is in 5, right? But what's the one? Let's lead down there. Anomalous. 4, 5, 3, 5. Okay, so 5. Which one is 5? Which one is 5? It's located... where is 5? Where's the 5th? So right now we're... okay, so I'm 3, that's 4. 19, 18, 6, 17, 1, 12, 10, 9, 14... where's 5? I don't remember where 5 is. Oh, it's right there. Okay, so what's the anomalous awful here? I don't need to catch this one. I don't need to catch this one. Okay, I hear... oh, it's a Galate. And there's an Alpha Ampharos there. That would have also been like a really easy one to get because, yeah. Okay, that's a good. That was a good time to get my thing down. Okay. What are you doing? I keep doing up replay. Okay, fine with me. Really aggressive against me. No, it's stronger. God damn. I don't care if I failed this one, but I wanted the Steelix most definitely. Okay, okay, Dragon Rush. Okay. Got the Galates. Okay, so there's one in 9 as well, so I need to first let's heal up before we're gonna go after the one from Xerneas. I want to first get myself the task done, and then I'm going to be going after the legendary Pokemon. I think that's super like of everything, like going back, that's a really good thing. Alright, perfectly healthy. So the only one left is the one in 9. Okay, that one is right here, so... so what's the alpha here? What's the alpha here? That should be like easy to spot, right? Okay, it's a 9, right? Almost alpha... what's the one in 9? I don't know which one the one in 9 is. That is like somewhere. I need to go check somewhere high up. I don't know what that one would be. Alright, I have to go this way. All I know for certain, it's an alpha that is level 90, so that's what I'm looking for. Level 7, not level 90, level 70, since it's a Sacred Apple, yeah, like yada. So that one just. An alpha that's level 70. Okay. Oh, let me do. Is it the Meowstick? Not the Meowstick. That's not for certain. Let's check just in case. Let's see. Let's see. Level 70. You're level 41. You're not the one I'm looking for. You're level 40. You're not the one I'm looking for. What could be the Alpha one? It could be this anomalous Alpha 1B. I'm not 100% certain. Jerk. For the anomalous alpha, like it has to be here somewhere, right? Let's first do some stuff quick. Hold on a minute, because I do need that stuff done. Where is the anomalous alpha? Like I did say 9, right? Like I did say 9, right? It's the anomalous alpha. It's like I just need. Yeah, it's 9, and I'm in 9. Yeah, this is 9. But it's somewhere up there. That could be possible. Your turn, okay. So. But that's not a main night trick right there. What's level 2? Level 40. Level 40. So you're not the one I'm looking for. So let's still get you out of my business. Okay, main night trick out of my business. Oh, there's a Pangoro right there. If it's level 70, that should be the one I'm looking for. What's your level? Level 70! That's what it, so that's what it is. That's what it is. It was it's a Pangoro, okay. Outrage. Okay. Of course, the Steelix was the one that took me the most trouble. The one Pokemon I need, of course. Whatever. Next up, let's go to Cafe Nouveau because I know what they want. This is also really handy because the one that takes is also really handy. The The only good thing we've got to offer is our location. You here for another nasty drink? Grisel, I do wish you wouldn't be quite so candid in your self-pictures. What, we saved the whole dang city with him. You think we need to stand on the ceremony? So what do you want today? The same old flamethrowers? I want the one that takes. Ah, you speak of the legendary Pokémon Yveltal and Xerneas. Ah, I never thought I'd have to hear those names again. Thanks for yet another reminder of all the ways we messed back in our Team Flare days. If you're facing either of those two, we'll help out. I hate the aftertaste of failure. Indeed, but if you aim to take out a legendary Pokémon, it would be wise to reach out to the good people of Quasartico first. Meet the Quasartico Incurability. Discussing this further without them won't get us anywhere, I believe. So for the one that takes, we need to do... This is the part for going after Yveltal, by the way. Here you are. We heard from Christian that we should be expecting you. And I have an update on my own. Our team's recently detecting some sort of flying object approaching Lumiose. We have since determined this object is most likely the legendary Pokémon Yveltal. Yveltal is a real nasty piece of work. It nearly took out a whole Team Flare unit on its own, back when we tried to capture them to use for the ultimate weapon. And that was when it was in its dormant state, mind you. We did finally manage to contain it thanks to the efforts of the very best trainers that Team Flare had to offer, including our former admin Malva. If our forces hadn't been so depleted by that foolish campaign, I doubt those children would have ever reached the ultimate weapon to stop it. This time, Quasartico Inc. will be stepping in to help so you don't end up similarly overwhelmed. What kind of help? You see, Team Flare had a device that they used to train some of their team members. It was a battle simulator that could fully recreate Pokemon using holotech down to the details of how they moved and how the effects of their attacks. Christian and Grisel here had both experimented for themselves, so we asked for their input. And we built ourselves an improved version! Yes, we'd had to train against such a device back then as Team Flare's future leaders. But the monstrosity Quasartico made is even worse than what Team Flare had come up with, making it the perfect tool with which to train for a great challenge such as this. Dark, I would like you to battle once more against Victory Bell, Hawlucha, and Tyranitar in their rogue Mega Evolved states. The device is kept in the lowest levels. We call it our Rogue Mega Evolution Simulator 3000. If you follow me, please. Yep. Battling against rogue Mega Evolved Pokemon in a simulated states. This is our instances of trying to, if you want to rematch against those rogue Mega Evolved Pokemon in any way you want. We can set up battle against the rogue Mega Evolution simulator from here. Which rogue Mega Evolution would you like to battle first? So we first have to freeze these three first, so let's go with Victory Bell first, since we fought against that later. I want to just do Tyranitar later. So this will be, of course, a top of challenge. Also, we're fighting this thing alone. Level 70. We have much more Mega Stones on their hands, as well as another stuff to do with. We should be a lot more well prepared against this Mega Victory Bell, even if it's much stronger than before. remember what you have to do for each of them, so... and you'll be fine. When it comes to Sludge... okay, and you tank that entirely, okay. I will be hit by the thing if I don't heal up Charizard. Let's use Mega Guardian for now. Guardian with run attack will try the normal, don't think that'll happen, so he's probably going to be using another Sludge Bomb. I'm retreating my friend here so I don't waste my thing here. We'll see it. Thankfully, it wasn't much. This. Rush. That. What a finish it up. Yep, there we go. That's one foe down. So let's do Holocha next. If you want to stop those flying presses, be sure to remember to use use those plus moves when it gets angry. It's actually slow in my opinion. Okay, probably got me doing. Oh, I should Mega Boost. I will not stop you because all the moves now are... yeah, there we go. Should not be able to do that. Here it comes. You do not use the run class like this, of course. That's much more better than what it did before, so... okay, so it's probably going to do it again. I need... here it comes. Not letting that happen. Should be angry now. After we do this. Flame doesn't matter right now. Or body slam. Or something else that does that. So no hanging rage. For the flame, yes! But I was not attacking you anything. Let's have you at least do it, because I don't use main that trick a lot. I'm about to die, he's up. Come on, friend. Nope, not letting it happen. Yep, those damn air slashes. Attacks much faster now, of course. Okay. That trick. here it goes. Only Tyranids are left, and then we go after Evil Toll. I got Tyranitar. Now using you because you're gonna be using both. Rock slides. Starts out bad, but of course comes this. Just the rock slides are one that we can easily just walk out of the way. Just stay away from the crunches. Pretty simple basic stuff. Of course, when it starts getting angry, that's really important to worry about just when it starts using those then. Okay, because now comes the sand turbines. Oh, and I need to retract because the stone edges are about to come out. Good thing I remember the stone edges. Okay, shorts, rock slides. Back to normal business. Race now, so now the stone axes will be becoming well more intense, and thankfully you just do that, so it's good. So that should be a little more tense. I would be wise to use my special attacks now on it because of the Sand Tomb and oh yeah, and I need to run away because of the earthquake. Okay, back to normal. Take an impact! Okay, so the thing is now gone, so we're good. Not for long, though. Yeah, here it comes. Let's use one. Extract that. First let him use the thing, because we need to recover from the earthquake. Yeah, he comes Sun Tomb first, and then comes the earthquake. Thank you. No. No, they're gonna impacts! That's so scary! I guess they did put Tyranitar and Dragonite with the usage with both Giga Impact and Hyper Beam in my mind. And Outrage, god. Oh, that thing is outside the reach, that's because it's at the end of the big edge there. That sucks. And I have to retract here. Yeah, you can also do this. Let's do just one attack. Then retract. Not effective on Gyarados, but I need to retract it anyway because that damage does do need to keep going on. Yeah, not very effective because of our rogue mega states. That's a little their way for cheating. That you don't exactly use like moves that are Pokemon that are not very that are immunity. So that's that's kind of funny in my opinion. I don't have Earthquake as an work move. Not one work, my friends. There we go. There goes Tyranitar, so now we're eligible to meet Yveltal. Superbly done, as was to expect from one of our first ever Zero Real champions. You're truly impressive to have so soundly defeated 3 Rogue Megavolt Pokemon on your own, even if they were simulations. I guess it was pretty impressive. Yes, what is it? Understood. So, the flying object we believe to be Yveltal has finally reached the borders of Lumiose City. Please notify nearby residents. Civilians should be put on alert. Yeah, no kidding. I suppose you've heard all that you needed to. Yveltal has arrived. It appears to be heading for the roof of the Rouge District Gallery de Lune. Yveltal is said to be able to absorb life force. It represents death itself, meaning that simply defeating it in battle won't be enough. It'll just recover and fly into rage. You absolutely have to catch it to control it. We'll deal with that with Yveltal later, but first, I want to do Xerneas right now, so let's report our progress with... so we can also know where Xerneas would be. I do know that people are not exactly we're actually happy regarding the whole why Xerneas and Yveltal would be like encountered. People were like, oh, why don't we go to like an area where and then just simply battle them there. And here's my little star researcher. See, tackling my task has trained you up to handle just about anything, would you say? Now then, look at the data you collected. We're basically headed for a disaster. Xerneas, the one who gives life, is beyond a doubt drawn close to Lumiose City. We can probably infer that the crisis of the tower triggered this behavior. The excessive mega power from the tower caused Rogue Mega Evolution, and if Xerneas shows up, something similar could happen again. I mean, it has command of basically an unlimited pool of life energy. There's only one way to make sure you avoid another disaster. Xerneas must be caught. It looks on track to appear in Wild Zone 11. And once it appears there, it'll be a problem for someone with standing training to deal with. By which I obviously mean you, not me. Yeah, the only thing that people not exactly have fought for is the why. Xerneas is gonna be right here, and Yveltal is gonna be appearing right there, so... Let's first do Xerneas, since it's like Pokédex order, X first, and Y. So pretty much only thing that people have like got the whole thing beat is, well, there's a Y Xerneas and Yveltal is headed this way, and that is, well, they're drawn by the power that happened with Ong, and that's causing them to appear here, and that's basically a bad thing. Basically both of them do. to be a bad thing, because if Zerny is there, I'm gonna be pretty much brought back the tower situation back to life, and Yveltal, well, we don't need to exactly say why why that thing would be a bad thing to appear. Simply investigate the spot and look where it is. There is Xerneas! So yeah, so basically, like I said, they did say they actually went to this place because they were drawn here. And this place honestly fits the vibe for Xerneas, this Wild Zone, in my opinion. Looks like you made contact with our targets. You're up against Xerneas, one of the legendary Pokémon of the Kalos region. We need you to catch that thing. Let me first do one other thing regarding Xerneas. I need to check that out real quick. I can just simply put one of them up and I can just do everything else. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty simple. Xerneas appears! Yeah, they brought in the same track from X and Y one to this whole thing. Xerneas, Fairy type, with Geomancy, Moonblast, Horn Leech, and Mega Horn. Xerneas, if you want to know how it is as a Pokemon, do not think this is an easy Pokemon. This thing has a lot of health and is insanely powerful. Its attack and speed set is exactly the same thing. Saying base 131A attack and speed, so this thing is a mixed attacker, so just because it has Geomancy doesn't mean it can do mixed damage. Xerneas has a signature move called Geomancy, which as you see it has that fight now. What it does, you need to turn the charge, and when it unleashes, it will increase its special attack, special defense, and also its movement speed. In the main series game, this would have caused it to have special attack, special defense, and speed raised by 2 stages. So this was a very where's my quick ball? There we go. Ah, bang! I failed. So yeah, this is one thing where I failed that, but Sheeshkid, that was really impressive, but don't forget Xerneas' power of life itself. It will recover in no time, so hurry up and catch it before it causes even more trouble. So Xerneas, we should probably come back yeah, right there. And I should have the quick ball ready because I find that feels like a very fitting thing. Because yeah, defeating Xerneas is not the only thing we need to do. We have to catch the Xerneas because just simply defeating it will do nothing. So now you know exactly what happens if you don't throw a Pokeball at that damn thing. The best chances for catching Xerneas is actually when you knock it out, so... I like they just simply brought back the whole thing with the classic theme, in case you want a nostalgia boost, they don't need to actually improve perfection and then save the remixes for Zygarde, and I like that. But Xerneas is eating my hits. And deals way more damage than I can deal with. That's the main thing that I'm finding really very epic about this whole situation. It's just eating all my hits. Of course, with Xerneas, I recommend using physical attacks, not special attacks, because if it uses Geomancy, yeah, that will be the main big issue right there. And it, of course, can drag out the battle even longer with its Horn Leeches, yeah. And those Moon Blasts really stinks. Being the very first Fairy-type legendary Pokemon, this thing knows how to deal some damage. And don't forget, Xerneas will try to attack us. It is a wild Pokemon after all. Okay, throw a Pokeball, tap, 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 tap. Did not catch it like that. The Quick Ball did not work. Yeah, recover in no time. I have another Ultra Quick Ball. I have another Quick Ball. And thankfully, we don't need to worry about our HP. It's just really just even Xerneas is going to take a long time for us to catch. The reason why I click in the Quick Ball is because, well, it fits. Like, it fits the thing. Come on, Xerneas, stop playing around and stay in the ball. Just have like one arrow. There is an alpha there. There's an alpha there, and like there's like that was like an alpha. There's like more there. If there was like a shiny, then it would have not exactly been despawned, but I guess it was just a regular alpha and just despawned just right then and there. I don't think I should like just simply go for like the Quick Ball, not the Quick Ball. I have also like Great Ball just in case, because it also fits the thing, because it's a blue Pokeball, there is some red on it when it is in active mode. Which I actually should like mention about Xerneas, that is also pretty cool, like about Xerneas. Like in this game, active mode and inactive mode is not exactly a you do like to counter his attack, but does nothing. And I no longer have any of that. I do not have that actually, so I have to do the Ultra Ball. Not going to be happy about it though. There we go, Xerneas was caught. Ding ding ding, you sure did it! And to the victor go to spoils. Meaning, congrats, you got yourself a legendary Pokemon. Seriously, great work. When you found Xerneas 5 years ago, it was basically dormant in a tree-like state. It was a lot easier to secure like that, compared to what you just had to do. But even then, you could just feel the life force rolling around it. I'd been researching Pokemon life energy for ages, and I was still overwhelmed by that feeling. Seeing Xerneas again after all this time, it's quite something. But look at me, still stuck here, forbidden from traveling about freely or leaving Lumiose. Then there's all that mess with energy leaking from the tower and powering a wild Pokemon, and energy probably even what caused all these wild Pokemon to flock to the city, wanting a taste, including Xerneas. In short, things have been rough. But somehow we managed to prevent even more trouble from befalling the Pokemon here. Looking at it that way, it's nice to know that my work for Team Flare wasn't a total waste. And you still haven't finished all the research tasks I wanted you to do for me either. So maybe you can take a breather today, but I'm still counting on you to get that work done. The Wonder Gifts has been done with. So what we need to do now is just go search for you. You're funny. Okay, so we want to go up there, but we need to find a safe way up the roof. Because the Velta is going to be going to go right up there. So first thing first, we need to find a way to get the heck up there. I'm pretty sure this whole scaffold holding course should be a perfect thing for that. We want to go after Yveltal. There we go. I'm a cheap boy. Okay, yeah, I should be on that roof right there. And I'm also not complaining about this part either, because the reason being, well, we're dealing with, well, the legendary Pokemon Yveltal, and Yveltal is this place is really high up, really high up. I think that would be like, and of course Yveltal comes flying down here, of course. It's a bird after all. The shadow just ruined that. The shadow just ruined that. The shadow of Yveltal just ruined that cutscene. What you're about to be seeing with Yveltal is going to be unique to it. We detected Yveltal's life force. I suppose you must have found it. Yveltal is an extremely dangerous Pokemon. I trust you will take care. And you know you're gonna catch it, right? It's a big job, but you ought to be up to it. Yveltal appeared! Dark Flying type, Psychic, Dark Pulse, Hurricane, and Oblivion Wing. Saints exactly has the exact same stats as Xerneas, so yeah, you'll only be the time seeing it fighting on the ground here because it's not bored like this. If that can also walk on those legs, and you'll be creeped out by it. But of course it will be attacking mainly with special attacks, not with physical attacks. Doesn't affect me because... Still doesn't affect me, pal. So yeah, so exact same set as Xerneas, but it has a different playstyle, of course. Back to Dark Move. Distinction move, Oblivion Wing, a flying type move that can... I don't remember at the top of my head how much power it has, but... Pokeball! I accept that, even though I have only one of the Pokemon in the Pokeballs I want, so... Let's check Yveltal's power of the Believing Ring, because that's something I need to double check. You never stop surprising me. The thing that you would be able to conquer even Yveltal. I want to protect Lumiose. Perhaps it's true that wanting something too much clouds the vision, setting one down paths that leads only to defeat. What are you going on about now, Chris? Nothing at all. I was just thinking how wonderful it would be to have a serious battle against a friend here who has subdued Lumiose's mightiest Pokemon. Seriously, there's a point, would you mind getting to it? My point is that my old fixation upon restoring our honor held me captive to the past, and now I am focused wholly on becoming the greatest I could be. A better goal, I might think. Yeah, I guess. Nothing wrong with that, huh? I prefer you get on your face when you're focused on battle. You almost look good. I think I also maintain a nice expression when I am dealing with our customers. Speaking of which, we all ready for a nice coffee break? Alright, one piping hot cup, full props up to you. I swear, it's not just dregs we couldn't sell today. The one that takes. God! Most of these all Pokemon just keep jump scaring me today. I need to get off the roof if I want to see that power. Thank you. Okay, boxes. Yveltal. There we go. Yeah, it would now only be flying around right here. Chase. See. No, not check. Rearrange them. 80 power. Should have 100% accuracy in the main series games, but yeah. I have plans for those three, but you have to wait a little bit. Also, you want to go to Hotel Z after you capture those three. Also, you can now challenge, because after catching Yveltal, you should also be having that now, so... You want to enter Hotel Z, this will happen. A being that gives, and a being that takes. Both actions are vital to maintain balance, but in excess, either could destroy it. My memories remain vague, indistinct, yet there is one thing I know. Long ago, I tried to give too much. When my good deeds saw no rewards, I wallowed in despair, in resentment, and decided to take everything for myself instead. Then came Zygarde, a being that seeks to correct excess, to find moderation, to restore balance. I can only imagine that is why it would save me, the one who'd fire the ultimate weapon. And now I must ask you something. Battle me, so I may see who you truly are as a trainer. To keep the world in balance. Are you prepared to battle me? I once believed that victory was the only meaning to be found from battle. But I'm certain that I will enjoy battling you. Lysander. Gorgeous. Yeah, also 6 Pokemon by the way. Wait, that's the longest most Pokemon we have to face for now until this point. Garbodor. Nope. Go. Noivern. Save life, okay. sure you know what he'll be sending us last. Gyarados. Look at how we cooperate, human and Pokemon. Perhaps there's a beauty to this world. Mega Gyarados, a water and dark type, but I have been using one for a long time. And you seriously do that to me? Rude. I should have used this thing. Here's my Greninja. Not letting that happen. Mega Gyarados is powerful. I'm healing up Pokemon because all my Pokemon are almost literally just dead. Not reviving. I should heal up Garchomp just in case. And that's not exactly enough to heal. But not completely, God. And that thing also knows Ice Fang, yep. Okay, got myself the Blizzard TM, yay. Okay, so his Mega Evolution also now finally... Okay, so I can now use a Revive on you, because now your thing is no longer Mega Ball. Now it's just a regular Gyarados. And now it's a regular Gyarados, my Thunderbolt should do... no, stop that, a lot more than that. I have to use my own Gyarados to finish off his Gyarados. After his Mega Evolution ended, that's the first time we have ever seen like a Mega Evolution ending like that with our opponent. Excellent, I can feel the fire of your convictions burning deep within your heart. This is why we battle, to reach understanding, trainer to trainer, trainer to Pokemon, and Pokemon to Pokemon. I suppose that is why AZ like you. We wished for the ZAOR to resume. 5 years ago, a group of children stood against me in defiance. If I hadn't tried to understand them, perhaps I would have never fired the ultimate weapon. Z! Zygarde. How curious. I believe it meant to beckon you to the tower. That much is what I can intuit from my experience working with Zygarde. But what it wants with you at that fateful place, I cannot say. To keep the boat in balance, battle Zygarde beneath Prison Tower. That will be the very last thing that I will do. After all, with the Pokédex, the scene thing is already complete, but I need to only catch the Zygarde left. But first, I have something to, I need to get myself this number up to 14 first. I will see you next time for when I've done this nonsense for you guys. See you guys then. And then after that, we maybe will also learn some history. See you guys then.